Welcome to Sessions with Swink. I'm Jeremy. Now, before we get into this, let me get something up front real quick. Yes, I have notes in front of me, and I am using my script. And it's not because I can't talk off the top of my head, trust me, I can talk, but because these topics actually matter. Your story matters. Your healing matters. And I don't want to drift, ramble, or lose the parts that someone listening might actually really need to hear today. So if it sounds a little structured, that's why. I want this to be intentional. All right, now let's get into the real conversation. There's a point in life when everything feels like it hits at once. Your plans fall apart, your identity gets shaken, your confidence drops, your heart breaks, your faith gets tested, and you're standing there like, God, what am I supposed to do with all of this? If you've ever been in that place where life felt heavier than anything you were prepared to carry, this podcast is for you. Now, because nobody teaches us how to get through that. Nobody teaches you how to lead yourself through a storm you didn't ask for. Nobody prepares you for the moment everything you relied on is gone. I've lived that moment more times than I care to admit. Now, here's what I've learned. The moments that should have destroyed you are often moments God uses you to rebuild you from the inside out. Now, not in the religious picture-perfect way, but in the I didn't think I'd survive this, and somehow I did kind of way. That's the real God that I talk about. The God who stays with you in the mess, not just the miracles. So who am I? I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a veteran, and I'm an entrepreneur. But honestly, those labels don't tell the whole story. I've had chapters where everything fell apart. My relationships collapsed, finances collapsed, plans died, confidence was tanked, and I was left trying to figure out who I was anymore. I felt anger, shame, confusion, pressure, disappointment, every bit of it. And still, even when I was at my lowest, God didn't leave. He didn't abandon me. He didn't let me drown. He kept me moving when I did not have the strength. He held me together when I felt like breaking. He showed up in ways I didn't even recognize until later on. If you've ever felt carried by something you can't explain, you're not crazy. That's God. Sessions with Swink isn't about hype or perfection. It's about truth, real truth. The truth about rebuilding, the truth about clarity, the truth about healing, the truth about pressure, and the truth about trusting God even when everything hurts. The truth about becoming the person you're actually meant to be, not the version life forced you to be. And now this space isn't only for men or only for women. It's for anyone who feels something shifting in their life. Anyone who knows that they can't stay the same. Anyone who's tired of repeating old patterns. Anyone who feels called into a new season but doesn't fully understand it yet. In each episode, you're going to hear real stories, real struggles, real breakthroughs, real faith without the religious filter, clarity you can use, identity work that takes you deeper, and conversations that meet you at the level of your soul. Nothing polished, nothing fake, nothing forced, just honesty, the kind that actually changes people. You're listening right now. You're not here by accident. Maybe you're rebuilding. Maybe you're healing. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're searching for clarity. Maybe God is nudging you toward something new. Maybe you feel stuck between who you were and who you know you're supposed to become. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are becoming. Becoming isn't neat. Becoming isn't pretty. Becoming isn't quick. But it is sacred. And God is in every part of it, even the parts that feel confusing or painful. So yeah, this is session 1. This is where we start the journey together. If something here hit you, I'm glad you're here. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth. Follow the podcast because we're just getting started. Welcome to Sessions with Swink. I'm Jeremy, and I'm honored to have you here with me. Peace and blessings.